Okay, our future is going to be exposed. You're not going to have any security in the future because all these hackers that get hired by CEOs for stealing all this stuff, they just set up passwords and they make the future more confusing and people just quit using stuff because it's just like, whatever, they're going to make it complicated so you'll use less and they'll get access to more because the governments, the corporations basically run the country. The government's in the pocket of them, and they just hire hackers. Say that they don't want to hire people with medical records that they'd want to know about, and so they have people hack it. And that's what happened. These all these medical records. Oh, somebody. Why would somebody hack medical records? Why else would somebody hack medical records unless it was a corporation saying we want access to medical records so we don't have to hire people that we don't want to insure. We don't want this insurance, and you know what? All this insurance across the governments wanted the money from insurance since the '60s. They found out that they was talking to doctors, and they said, "Wow, we want some of that money. That's a lot of money. We want it." And don't think that these we just want to help the people. That's all we want. No, the heck with that, man. These people, this government, they don't care anything about the people. It's all money to them, and the corporations are where the money's at because the only thing the government can do is raise taxes. The people are sick of having their taxes raised, and this government just giving it away to whoever they got so much money now that they got all this money to give away. If we really needed our taxes raised, they'd be saying, well, we don't need to fund, we don't need this, we don't need this country funded, we don't need this. So all this stuff is just a blindfold for you, for the sheep. Here, you're not only sheep, you're blindfolded sheep. Blindfolded. Here, take these earmuffs because this is going to get noisy. So, and they don't want you to hear anything. They don't want you to see anything. Uh, you got a freedom of speech to say anything, but they're gonna all they got to do is deny it, and you like, oh, okay, well, that's what this uh, blinded, or blindfolded earplug sheep do is they'll just agree, because they'll just comply. Okay, well, that's what the government says. That's what I should do. So corporations are just going to hack whatever they want, whatever info they want to get from people. If there's ideas, if you got an idea that you got on your phone, and they think they know that there's somebody out there with an idea, and they're probably doing that now. I mean, everybody's. The CIA did what? Phone hacks of people, or is that just camera work? Did they get into your ideas, and people are sitting there? Wow, I was working on an idea, and all of a sudden, bow, big corporation had it, and they didn't have anything to do with this idea, and they wasn't working on it. But now they got it, and it just screwed the pooch with me because I was working on that and now they got it. So all this stuff is a cover up to the blindfolded earplug sheep, which is the citizenry, which just agrees with everything, which just says, oh, that's the way it is, that's the way it's always going to be. I guess we're just going to get used to this. And that's the reason they're going communist, because they think, well, the corporation's getting what they want. And they think, there's somebody out here probably, Alex Jones or something, probably saying something about, oh, whatever he's saying. And people are just saying, well, all the news agents, and there's the news covering it up, all, helping the corporations. And they're all working together, but they look like they're against each other. And it's all one big F you to the citizens, or to whoever isn't in the know, the elitists. It's not even, the elitists are making money on it, but they probably got these minions the minions, which are probably CEOs, You know, they don't have to. The elitists don't have to work. They got minions called CEOs that make 200, 300 million a year, and that's a minion to the elitists. You know, they're out there working day in and day out. You know, maybe work an hour a day. They sign in to uh, their company log, and then they go golfing, and then sign out at the end of the day. Oh, I shoot, man, I gotta, here, watch my drinks. Well, yeah, I gotta go sign out. Oh wait, I got a phone. I can just sign out on my phone. I got a new app where I can sign in and out at work on my phone. Because I've been there. I had this. I had that app. I was working at this place, and you go to a certain site and you start working there, and you sign in and out for that and lunch and everything else. So anyway, they got that already. People say, "Oh, they got it where you can just sign in." Yeah, but you're going to be around other people that you got to. But I was paid by. It was like piecework, so it doesn't matter if you're signing. It's how much work you do is. So anyway, uh, that's what's going to happen in the future. In fact, it's already happening now. It's just it's not. Well, it might be. It might be. I don't know if it's globalized or not. Maybe they're trying to globalize it. Maybe they'll listen to this and say, oh, this is a good idea. Let's get the governments, and that's where they're already together anyway. So, that's your future. Totally no control, no security. So all this false stuff about your records are protected. You don't have to give out that. You don't have to give it out to. They're taking that information. You don't have to give it out. The only person that's not going to know that information is your neighbor, unless your neighbor's a hacker, or your neighbor's a hacker that knows hacker, and they start giving out secrets, but then he doesn't have the wherewithal, or he thinks, well, if I hold back information, I'm still a hacker if I just read about it. So anyway, what a great future, huh?